Hey guys, welcome to the 2 a.m. pipe on the patio. Today I'm smoking a Savinelli unfinished Lumberman, and in it I'm smoking some Velvet that was purchased in 2017 and opened in 2020. So it's got some age on it. And I like to, every once in a while, smoke some Velvet. It's not something I smoke all the time, but every once in a while I just like to smoke some Velvet. Denny is improving every single day. Every day she's just improving a little bit more. She's able to get herself out of bed now by herself, which is a huge improvement. She's able to sleep through the night now, which is wonderful news. She is no longer needing pain pills, which is incredible. And they're still giving her muscle relaxers and I forget what it's called, something for nerves, to help with nerve damage. And can't remember the name of that one. But no more pain medication, pain pills. She just takes Tylenol now for pain. So that's a huge improvement. Every once in a while she'll move the wrong way. And the whole house knows that she has. That's mostly her ribs. They took the cast off of her elbow, and she has started with physical therapy, moving the arm this way and this way. She doesn't have much movement in it, but that will improve as she moves it. She's got some some odd angles in her elbow right now due to the metal, which she's fascinated by. All the metal plates that are in there to put her elbow back together make some odd angles in her elbow. And there's a lot of swelling still in the elbow. It's got quite the scar. It's about 5 inches long. But the ribs were the thing that was causing the most pain for her, obviously. And there's nothing they can do for rib pain but pain pills, and I'm doing better. And we have no plans for Thanksgiving. We're not doing anything. I may barbecue a tri-tip, I think is what I'm gonna do. I'll probably barbecue that either today or tomorrow, and we'll just heat that up for Thanksgiving. We've had people bringing dinners over to us. It's just been amazing. Just so incredible. Denny's co-workers and just amazing food. Just amazing food coming over. So this week I'll be doing Thanksgiving. We aren't doing anything. We're just gonna relax. I think Sadie and Channing will be going over to his family's and spending the Thanksgiving with them. So McKinley and Mama and I will be just home doing nothing. Probably watch football. And just lay around and do nothing. This week I got a lot of work to do this week around here to catch up. A lot of catching up to do, and I am building I got all the supplies. A couple weeks ago I got supplies to build a wood rack in the backyard for firewood, and I haven't built it. So I got to build that. Yeah, it won't take much to build that, and then I've got everything cut and everything. I just need to put it together and then start loading the wood on it. And so I've cut up some wood that we had a third of a tree come down in the front down here, and some of the winds we've been having. So I cut that up with the saw that Dave sent, and so I got the trailer all hooked up to the tractor here, and I'll go down and load that up and then bring that into the back and put that all on the wood rack to dry, and have a bunch of wood already in the back on the other side of the brick wall, so I'll load that all onto the wood rack as well. I'm bringing it onto this side of the fence, the brick wall, so it's closer to the fire pit. So when we use the fire pit, it'll be easier to get to, and we'll just make it easier to use the fire pit instead of having to go carry it, get it and carry it over to the fire pit. It'll be just closer to the fire pit. Just make it for easier use. I got some big stumps in the backyard that I'm going to make into, Denny wants me to make them into Swedish torches. So I'm going to cut some of those big stumps into Swedish torches. She wants them, so I'm going to do it. See how those come out, how they work. Now that I got a chainsaw that's long enough to actually cut a Swedish torch, I can do those. So that'll be interesting. See how those come out, how they work. I got some wood over here on the shelves over here, so I can take that out and back and stack those on the shelves too, out there. And then I'm gonna put a tarp over it, everything, so that it stays dry. I'll still have airflow, but we get a lot of rain, and so I want to try and keep it dry as I can here. So I'll be doing that this week, starting that anyway. And it's nice to smoke velvet once in a while, man. I just love velvet. It's not something I'd smoke every day, but every once in a while I just love to smoke velvet. It's just a good old codger blend that I enjoy. I got to go through and straighten out these shelves in here and get things tidied up. Got a bunch of boxes up there. I don't even know what's in them, so I got to go through all that, see what's in them, and then clean them up. Still got to get my snow blade down and get the hydraulic lines put on it. Maybe I'll do that after Thanksgiving. Got to get that done soon before the snows come. Keep putting that off. I can't put it off too much longer. Usually we don't get the big snows till after the new year, so this will probably be the year we get it in November or December. Usually it's February that we get the big snow, if we get snow. So I gotta take that down and fix that so that it doesn't hit the front of the tractor when I put it up. I also want to put lights on. Lights don't work on a tractor, so I got to replace those and get those working again. Hopefully it's just bulbs. I can just replace the bulbs and it'll work. Got to get the emergency brake fixed on that tractor too. So anyway, that's what's been going on here. I finally got this lantern working here. It's an old Saucony oil chamber lantern. And I've been working on that for a while, and I finally got it working. And I had to find a new I can't think of the name of it, the glass piece for it. I had to find that. And the piece where you fill it with fuel was stuck. It wouldn't come off. So I had to work on that and work on that. Man, it took a long time to get that thing finally unstuck. And finally got it unstuck, and I was able to fill it with fluid. And then fix it so that it wouldn't stick anymore. And it's a beautiful little glass. Can't really see it because of the. It's got a glass bottom on it. It's a table lantern. It's not really a chamber lantern. Chamber lanterns have a little finger thing where you can pick them up with your finger and move them around. That one's more of a table light oil lantern or oil lamp. And I got a ton of those. But I really like the Sauconys. It's Standard Oil Company of New York is what they are. And they used to give those away to their customers so that they would they'd give them away, and then they would buy their oil from Standard Oil Company of New York. And they have the little burner part, the copper part says Saucony on it, S-O-C-O-N-Y. or the little brass part. And I just love those little lanterns. And, you know, they're little, just nothing really special about them. Just Sadie had given me one year for Christmas, and I took it up to Kirkland. I didn't know anything about them, and took it up to Kirkland to see if I could get a part for it. And he says, "Oh, you know what this is? It's a Saucony, and Standard Oil Company in New York." And he told me the whole, you know, story about them. Or they were giveaways that Standard Oil Company of New York would give away to their customers, and then they would buy their oil from them to use them, you know. And I loved this little lamp. It was one of the chamber ones that had the little finger, and I wound up breaking it, knocked it off a table, and I had it outside when I used to do my videos. And one day I hit it, busted it, and I was just devastated. Because it was a gift from Sadie, and it just broke my heart. And so I've been looking for another one just like that one, and I have not been able to find one. So I keep looking on eBay, see if I can find one, and I haven't yet found one like it. But when I do, I'm buying it, and because I want to replace that one. And so I just kind of have been looking for Sauconys, and usually, you know, people want way more than they're worth, and you know, I see them every once in a while for, you know, $15, $20, and I'll buy those if I see them. And but I see people selling them, you know, trying to sell them for $80 bucks, and they just sit there forever at that price. You know, nobody buys them for that price. People think they've got some, you know, gold mine. We've had that one for quite a while and have worked a long time to get that one to finally work. This week I finally got it working and put a new wick in it. And I've always got extra wicks here, so because I've got all these lanterns, so. And but it took me a long time to get that fill cap off, and you know, I didn't want to break it, and I didn't want to break the glass, so I had to work really gently with it to get it off. And it took me a long time to get that thing off, and I was spraying it with PB Blaster and everything to just kind of loosen it up, and finally it came loose. And the problem was the cap was just spinning on the top part, and it wouldn't catch to actually unscrew it. So I had to, you know, figure out how to get it to where it would catch, and then I could try and spin it. It was not easy. Took a long time to get that off. Man, I really enjoy these unfinished pipes. I wish they still made these. I just love the way they feel. This one's the same thing. It's an unfinished one, but look at the way they color up after smoking them for a while. They just this was the same color as this one when it started. And I have a 626 as well that's unfinished, and haven't smoked that one in a long time either. I need to break that one out. That one I got from Cliff Higgins. Well, anyway, that's all I'm going to say today because I've said way too much already. I will catch you later. Have a good one, guys. God bless.